Now, polygamy and living a double life is what we're going to be talking about this evening as our main topic on the Black Table. Of course, we've dissected other stories, but this story is something that it's a bit weird because there was a video that was making the rounds on social media over the week, and it was about a woman explaining to, she was reading a story from a summation from what someone had put out. And the story is very simple. I'm just going to make it as brief as possible so that we can talk about it. And it had to do with a woman who claimed that her husband traveled out of the country, and she was feeling lonely, so she started seeing this guy. They, started a little relationship. From one night stand, it became every night stand. It became every night stand. Long and short was that she took it a bit further than she planned, and then she ended up in the guy's home. She discovered that this guy happened to be a brother to her husband. Wow. Yeah, very funny story, very funny story.
Wow.
Even though I have some question marks in that story. And then, when she got to the guy's house, she asked, "Oh, who's this guy?" She goes like, "Oh, that's my brother. He lives in Germany with his wife and 2 kids."
Whoa!
Yes. And that's why we're talking about this tonight on the Black Table.
Wait, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, is that a plot
story.
twist?
I'm sure I didn't do justice to that story.
No, wait, is that a plot twist?
Yeah, it's a plot twist. So
it's more than
Richard,
a plot
did
twist.
you get?
But I can actually pick some holes in everything that was talked about. So I'm not going to do that.
So wait, the lady whose husband traveled out of the country was lonely. She met a guy, went to the guy's place, saw her husband's picture, asked the guy who this person is. Guy tells her that that's her brother who is married in Germany with 2 kids. So wait, who is the married lady and the 2 kids in Germany?
Okay,
is
so
it the girl?
that's why we're talking about. No, that's why we're talking about polygamy and living. Family. So he has another family, and I do know for a fact that happens a lot in in marriages, especially for people who have long distance relationships and long distance marriages.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The lady in question, does she have a child for her husband?
She's got 2 kids.
She has 2 kids.
Yeah.
The person who she's with, is he married?
The person that she's having an affair with.
Having an affair with.
No.
He's not married.
He's not.
She should just pack her things to that guy's house.
No. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm such a terrible storyteller. Yes. What made the story really, really rich was that she is now pregnant for husband's brother.
Yeah, she just moved there. Yeah. There's no point. Yeah. There's no need to stress.
Gang, did I get the story right?
You got it.
Let's not stress too much. I don't like all these kind of things.
Yeah.
Let her just move straight to the guy.
That brings us to our main topic.
Let's just move
polygamy
in. That's all.
And, living a double life. Why do men do it?
Because we can.
No.
Not because we can, no.
These double standards, like you rightfully said, just surfaced again, right? So now, why do men do it?
Yes. No, we should go back to the woman.
This story just shows that men and women are capable. They're capable of doing. I mean, now she's pregnant for her brother-in-law. Is that not a polygamous relationship?
It is a mystical polygamous
relationship. Sometimes what you stand against, sometimes you are deep inside of it. Yeah. Because in the real sense of the word, she would have gone, why would he do this to me? But you just did that.
But she's entangled right now, so it's an entanglement.
Well.
All right?
No, but that's a beautiful family, though.
So you see the interesting part is this, right? Everybody has his own F-up.
It's a united family.
It's now a balanced diet.
Balanced diet.
All right? Because right now, the guy is there. She can literally call him now and say, "So how far now? How's the wife and kids?" Because, my boyfriend and his children are also doing well here. Casually. No problem. Because they are both living
the same life.
Interesting lives.
Very interesting lives.
And that's a fact.
Yeah.
Well, I think
you see, there's no way you want to look at this. There's no way you want to win it as a man. You cannot have that. You cannot claim that standard. No.
Well, wait. I do agree. Yes, when we look at it, either ways, you're right. But I really need to know why men do it first, and then we can analyze why women do it. Let's say from
let me jump in.
Okay.
I was having a conversation with Rich Uncle earlier on about a driver that I knew in Abuja that told me what saved his marriage was getting a second wife.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
what saved his first marriage?
That's what saved. No, he's a Muslim, so he was the Muslim that decided that I don't want any other. I want one woman. I'm not going to do the whole 4 wives thing. But then there was a way he felt in his marriage, underappreciated, disrespected. His wife used to nag. The way he used to feel was just so very, very low.
Out of it.
So he now met another female that started making him feel good about himself. So he decided to make her his second wife. And the funny thing he said was that his first wife now, her attitude completely changed.
Oh my.
Completely changed because, he would spend 2 weeks in this home, then spend 2 weeks in that home. So anytime he's coming to the first wife's place, he's always treated like a guest in his house. She's happy to see him, welcomes him, cooks, prepares so many things, and treats him so good because she doesn't want him to leave, because she knows she only has him for this number of weeks. And then when he goes to the second wife's place, he's also treated like a king. So he was like a king with 2 different kingdoms. And men value how they feel. Men will work a lot on their esteem and their egos and how they're placed in life and how you treat them. So I think the reason why a lot of men jump into this kind of situation is because of how it makes them feel. If a man basically has everything he can get from a woman and needs no more, it'll be hard for him to say, like, I always tell people this, my experience with one woman, why would I want 2? Do you understand? Because I have a great experience.
One good woman.
Yes, what?
One good woman.
One good woman.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you have a good woman, you don't need another. You get me? But when some men fall flat, I'm not trying to justify it. Sometimes they seek certain things elsewhere because you can't get everything in one person. And then when you get that elsewhere, you don't want to break hearts. So there's some men, it's not even, forget polygamy, there's some men that are in love with their side chicks.
Wait.
One lady said this on social media, said side chicks have been saving marriages.
But I need to ask this question, and from everything you said, rich uncle, do you think women are to blame for polygamy?
No. If we're going to be honest, no. So first off, I think humans, we're more animal than we think, that we want to accept that we are, right? Humans. And if you look at the animal kingdom, it's almost a normal thing for the dominant male to have plenty female around him.
Any hoes.
Yeah. And in some religion, Islam permits that, or you can have more than one wife. So that one, you exclude them. Yeah.
In some cultures
some cultures, it's allowed. In fact, predominantly Africans were polygamous before the advent of Christianity. And I think somewhere deep down inside our DNA, that thing still exists. Not just Africans, basically. I think it's just humans. And I also think that, if you look at the Bible, Solomon had how many wives?
700.
Not 700. Now,
Wow,
in modern day society, it's like frowned upon. But do people still do it? Yes.
Yeah.
And do people still get away with it? Yes. And in all honesty, I think polygamy is a rich man's game. Let's be honest.
Okay, yes.
Which
is why I'm going to take the next question to
like if you are not financially sound,
capable, don't do it.
Okay,
be monogamous.
So part of the things we're talking about tonight is polygamy, then living a double life, and it's just kind of like pushed us into that direction.
Okay.
Why do you think a woman will accept to be in a relationship with a man who is married to another woman knowingly and then get married to that person?
Well, there are no 2 things. Finance.
Yes.
A woman will look. Let me tell. There's no need to go around. I'm not going to be diplomatic about this one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be absolutely honest about it.
I disagree, but
the only reason, or the bulk of the reason why a woman will want to be with another man is because she knows that if I'm in this marriage, or if I go into this marriage, I'm either going in for the name, if that name is a very profound name, if that name is a big name in society, or I know that this man is capable of taking care of myself and my children.
Okay.
It is that important, and that's just what it is.
Okay, so this person goes into this marriage with this man,
Yeah.
knowing fully well that okay, this man has another family.
See, let me tell you something.
In the case, in the case of the story that we talked about,
because she knows it's going to come with backlash.
That's it now.
In this case, because okay, aside the story, let's check out the
scenario. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
Go ahead, please.
I mean, I'm not going to call the name of the celebrity, right?
Yeah.
What exactly would make a celebrity, a young celebrity, go into marriage with a billionaire after how many wives? She's not even the second wife. She's not the third wife. You understand? I don't even know the number. I'm not going to say the celebrity, but I'm just saying that what exactly is the motive behind marrying such a person?
It has to be love.
Let me tell you why. I wanted to add to what Dex said.
Okay.
That takes it away from finances. I need you guys to also know this. We are a scarce commodity.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just listen. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. We are a scarce commodity. They say it as well as they say good men are hard to find. So when you see someone that already has a good man, you don't mind joining the queue.
You also want to be okay, nice.
Because let me not lie to you. There are people that cannot afford it. There's some people that can't afford it, but they still have more than one wife.
So the thing
you get where I'm coming from?
But so for me, I think if we're going to look at it as it should be looked at, there are only two things in the world that will make a woman want to get with a man that she knows already taken.
Okay.
Status
or
money. You can't tell me it's love. You can't.
It's not love. It's
status.
Just...
It's status, number one. Like, either this guy is a prominent member of society or you just know that, look, this guy, this is as good as it gets. Like, this guy, for me as a woman, in this my state, this is the best thing that can ever come my way, so I would die there. Either that or a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest with ourselves. In today's society, in Nigeria that we live in today, are people who abuse you now.
People who abuse you, why?
Second wife, this.
Okay.
But so we have two celebrities in Nigeria today that are running the same game.
Okay.
One, every day people bash him because for one reason or the other, they feel he doesn't have money.
In the industry.
They feel he doesn't have money. On the other hand, there's a billionaire guy that
is doing the same thing.
He's doing exactly the same thing. And everybody looks the other way. He's not even doing the same thing with his mate. He's doing it with a girl that is
way younger.
You cannot tell me that girl is in love with him. Come on now. And the man is clear. He knows.
No. How can you say that?
He knows.
Rich uncle, don't do that.
He knows.
Ross.
Okay.
If you take away the money.
That lady is in love with her husband. What are you saying? You can't be saying, I will not take that.
Okay.
She loves her husband.
Deck on deck.
She loves her husband without any iota of doubt.
Remove the money.
Remove the money. She will go to the farm with him.
Like they never.
What are you talking? I don't know what you're saying. She loves her husband. Whether or not you give her a Ferrari or not, or put her in a private jet, she loves her husband.
Let's come back to the table. Let me put out this scenario, and this one happens a lot. Husband is, of course, married with children in Nigeria, travels out of the country, goes to the US, starts another life entirely, as, meets a white woman, let me use a white woman, gets married, has kids with this woman. Now he's living a double life. He's got family in Nigeria, he's got family in the US, and maybe both don't know.
Okay.
Because that happens too. That's another
so let me
scenario.
give you, I'm glad you went to that place. You see, I was watching something on YouTube before I, came in for the program. I was watching this guy talk about the fact that, he regrets traveling abroad. He's in Italy right now. He regrets because he was doing well in Nigeria. He's, drives a Mercedes. He was, living quite well in Nigeria, and that he was deceived and all of that. Why? Because he felt like his counterparts abroad had more levels than him. In his words, they had more levels than him.
Okay.
Now, what you must understand is that a lot of marriages have crashed because of this concept of going abroad and marrying people. Now, a lot of men will go abroad and say, babes, in order for me to get paper, I have to marry somebody. Now, you see this marrying someone has gone south many times.
Lots of times. More it goes
and I'll tell you why. You see, when you want to marry somebody, what you must understand, like Gang said, if you find someone who treats you better than what... See, just make sure that you don't find somebody that treats you better than what you have been getting. Make sure that that person is a terrible person, is a dirty person, just to get whatever it is. But the person is a neat person. She even has a beautiful accent. My brother, when you wake up in the morning, the first, hello, honey, how are you doing? All right? And then you unconsciously... See, you know the mind. You don't control the mind and emotions, especially when it comes to love.
Yeah.
Unconsciously, you fall in love with this person. My brother, you will enter. Once you enter.
Okay, let's quickly hear from...
Do you understand what I'm
Rich
saying?
Uncle, then we take a break.
No, so because I think most times when people travel abroad and then they marry somebody else for papers, they don't actually really intend to fall in love.
They don't.
That's not the plan.
That's not it. It has never been the plan.
But the truth is, if you like someone enough to talk to them for a long period of time, and you live with them for an extended period of time, you're going to like them.
My brother, don't forget that this also swings both ways. It's not just men.
Yeah.
You're going to like them.
You say your wife, baby, marry somebody. My brother, you are sleeping on the bicycle. No, it's not a joke. The woman will fall in love too.
Of course.
Especially when she's,
Okay,
you that you're a man, Nigerian man, you say that I cannot pack my clothes.
This? We need to take a quick break. And when we return, we'll take the comments from social media and what, everyone has contributed so far from all the things we've talked about this evening. It's still the Black Table. We're going to speak and we'll be back soon. All right, welcome back. It's definitely been an exciting edition of the Black Table. And now it's time for us to take your comments from social media. And I'm going to be starting with at Rafda. And at Rafda goes... with this situation with the pervert of a lecturer and the student is one of many. Lord have mercy. Of course, we've discussed that earlier and how, it's really, really not right for lecturers to do that. Then we have at Shui. Sorry, but that girl should be beaten up properly. That slap won't do. Thanks. Sign on behalf of
emotions, normal.
Aunties.
Too much emotions.
Yes, emotions flying around. But if there's something we all know, two wrongs can't make a right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I wanted to say that this goes back to what our parents used to say, that two wrongs don't make a right.
Don't make a right.
No, it doesn't.
And
It does become eye for an eye.
Exactly.
we have an at Desi. I completely agree with Dek. The parents have a lot to teach these kids.
A lot.
Whether you're the bully or victim of bullying, unfortunately, this have been going on for ages and it's really sad. Yes, it's been happening and it's very important for parents to really get involved and talk to their children. Don't wait till something is online and you see something happening to your child before certain reactions are taken.
And make sure that you tell your children, this one is very important, never be the aggressor.
Exactly.
But always be ready to give it when it comes.
Exactly.
Because you can't be there to guide them all through life.
Exactly.
They need to be able to stand on business by themselves that, okay, what's the meaning of someone slap you, slap them back.
Sorry? And then I feel there should be some sort of open discussion policy.
Teach them karate, self-defense.
It's not even that alone. I mean, I think from the video, what I might be wrong, but what I observed is that for a child to have gone through that type of trauma and no reaction, and it took the video to be online for things to happen eventually. Then it says a lot about the communication at home. So parents, please talk to your children. We have at Ugo, and at Ugo says it's really triggering hearing Dek and Gang talk about their experiences in school. I can relate big time. Yeah. Then we have at KJ. What would Jesus do, rich uncle? They say, what would Jesus do, rich uncle? KJ, thank you for that.
I don't know.
And we have
Jesus will forgive me.
Jesus will forgive you, Abi. Yeah. Then we have at Papillon. Reading the documents from Megan's case shows that he had no issues until his pay schedule was changed from monthly to per diem, and he was let go. Sounds like he's furious, hence the lawsuit. I think a lot of celebrities get this when there's a falling out with some people they walked out.
Yes,
there's always a whistleblower somewhere coming and
because
talking
you said
about
this was 2022.
Yeah,
I mean, like, why are we here in 2022?
exactly. So it's even funny.
He actually didn't have a problem.
Yeah,
this is the reason why
I'll cross my legs.
This is one of the reasons why a number of celebrities usually hand out NDAs. You can't be a celebrity and not have that signed.
Yeah.
You have to protect yourself at all times.
Okay, not that we're supporting that.
No, we're not supporting that.
Meghan should. I mean, we're not supporting anybody to do that.
Space, go to the camera.
Exactly. We're not asking anyone to do that. Let me take some few months. So we have at Eager. It says this fool suing Meghan was just twerking on live with her, having the time of his life. He wasn't harassed then, Abi. Because there are videos of them doing stuff.
Okay, so something went wrong. That's what I'm saying.
And then there's this at Lolly E Pipe. This brother-in-law story has to be the craziest story I've heard this year. It's really crazy. And finally, we have at Juniper. Rich uncle is on point. Polygamy definitely is a rich man's game.
It's a rich man's game.
Wow.
Do you know this? It's funny because this brother-in-law story, there's an innocent victim. The brother-in-law on his own doesn't.
He just one night stand.
He doesn't know what's going on.
He doesn't even know what's going on.
I pity the guys. Because
I'm so sorry. This is very random, guys. Very random. The person who actually did the video of that bullying, we need to actually praise that person. Because that person did a good job. The person sat down there, took the video. It was so clear for everyone to see.
No, but that's what happens in today's world. Though.
Yeah. But
how can you be bullying someone and then you take a video?
Sometimes, I think we do a lot of recording without intervention. Sometimes you just have to intervene rather than record.
Exactly.
I think people need to be trained
It's time for us to wrap up the show. And of course, every edition of the show, somebody has to take just the tip. And it's
He has to give the tip, not take it. He has to
No,
give
right,
the tip.
okay. Thank you. Somebody has to give just a tip. And tonight, Rich Uncle is going to be doing that for us.
It goes back to our very first quick fire. An eye for an eye will leave us all blind. Because in all honesty...
An eye for an eye
will leave us all blind.
Let's take
need to jot it down.
No. Because the truth is, sitting here, it just dawned on me that this is what our parents used to talk about. Like, so they bullied your nephew. You went to school. You became a bully. So if that other one's parents who come bully you, at what point does it stop?
Rich Uncle, thank you very much. It's been such a lovely time having you on the show.
Meghan, if you're watching,
Bluetooth handshake.
Cut it.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another edition of The Black Table. We'll be back next week, Friday. And as usual, I say the darker the night, the brighter the stars.
Already know.
Have a good night.
Good night. Or good morning.